Hi everyone. So today I was asked by one of my students about intermittent fasting and why this protocol has such a big place in my life and in my lifestyle. Well, there's a big nutritional myth out there. There's more than one, but this is one of the biggest, and it's that breakfast is the most important meal of the day. How can I say that? No, breakfast is a very non-important meal. It's even damaging to our health to some extent. It's not a catastrophe, but it's definitely not important. From an evolutionary point of view, it doesn't make any sense. Our ancestors didn't have breakfast. First, they didn't have a fridge to keep the food for the next day. Second, it was probably impossible for a caveman to store any kind of meat or food inside the cave because the smell would have probably attracted predators. So there was no food around for breakfast. No way. So why do we still believe this? Because it might sound logical. You know, we have a long day ahead of us. We need some energy. Let's use breakfast. But actually, we have tons of energy. It's called body fat. Some of us have a little more than others, but we'll all have some. And we are genetically programmed to start our day on those fat storage. And that's why our breakfast is this. That's your breakfast. That's your body fat. Even if you don't have a lot, you still have fat cells and your body has the ability to store fat. So that's our breakfast. When you don't eat breakfast, the insulin, the fat storage hormone, doesn't rise until your first meal, probably lunch, dinner for some people. And during that entire first part of the day, you're gonna cleanse your body. Your cells are gonna detox. You're gonna use body fat if you need to burn some body fat. And you're gonna have a much better physical and cognitive functions. When we are fasting, our senses are at their best. And it makes sense, again, from an evolutionary perspective, because if I didn't eat for a few days and I'm a caveman, I need to hunt. And my senses need to be at their peak. I need to be able to see very well, to hear very well, to be ready for whatever may come. A predator, a prey, whatever it is. If I need to climb a tree to get some fruits or whatever I have to do to get food, I need my senses to be at their peak. So when we fast, especially in the morning, we are much more focused during the entire part of the day, which is great for business or work or training or whatever you do in the morning. Then you have your first meal for lunch and your second meal for dinner. You know my beliefs. I think a ketogenic style of eating is the best. So high fat, low carb, high protein, especially if you're an athlete. And that's it. Lots of water. And that's how I manage my intermittent fasting. All right, if you have other questions, don't hesitate to ask them in class or here under the video. Have a great day.